So I am back with another Helldive tutorial, solo. We're gonna do stealth and sniper. We're gonna be doing the Launch ICBM mission. I'd say the Launch ICBM mission is one of the more easier missions you can probably do by yourself. I'm looking at the map here and there's just too much red. Way too much red. So I'm trying to find a spot that will allow me to drop in the middle, because that's ideally where I want to be. But then I just decide, you know what, it's not really, the game's not really letting me do it, so I'm going to go for the extraction. I'm going to be taking the AMR, the jetpack, Eagle Strike, and the rail cannon. And then the booster localized confusion is just too good, where you don't get bot dropped on every second. Definitely pauses the enemy for you. I'm going to be taking the Punisher as well, P19 Redeemer, regular frags, and the Scout armor. And our objective is just to do the main objectives stealthily as possible with the sniper. So it should be fun. First thing every game you want to be doing is calling out stratagems. Get your support weapon, get your backpack. Don't be afraid to just call in your supply drops early so that you just have full heals. The only other time you're going to get stims if you find it, if you're lucky, but being that we're kind of playing stealth, we're not going to be fighting as much as we want to. We want to try to sneak around. The reason I like to take the jetpack is so that if I'm in a pinch or if I just want to get to a different angle, height, I can do so fairly quickly. But we spawn fairly close to the objective, so the first thing I'm going to do is snipe some basic enemies. As you see there, he was about to call a flare for a bot drop and I took him out. So to limit the amount of bot drops you have to take out those regular enemies who shoot flares. There was an enemy behind that building, that structure, I'm not sure what that is, that shot a flare out. So essentially I've been spotted. So I'm not sure what's going to spawn, but I'm assuming it's a Hulk. And it turns out it's two Hulks. So I decided to call in my orbital rail cannon strike just to take out one fairly quickly, and then the other one I'll just take out with the AMR. AMR is pretty good at taking out the Hulks. It's just a two-shot. If you had hit them directly in that little hitbox on the eye. Redeemer is pretty good, single fire. It does the same amount of damage as the other base pistol, but it has double the clip. AMR buffs are feeling nice. Two-shotting Devastators. One-shotting them in the head if you can actually hit the headshot. Guys, it's a 30% buff to this sniper rifle. It does work. Listen, you can take out stuff way quicker than you could before. I mean, the no-scoping, of course, I'm doing to show off, but you don't have to do all that. You could scope in and still have the same result. I'm kind of pinned down here by these Devastators. And if there's a bunch shooting at you while you're in cover, you're more than likely going to get hit as soon as you peek out. So you kind of have to time your peeks to the cadence of their shots. I feel like all the automatons shoot in bursts, so as soon as the burst is over, you can come through. But I have cover here, so I just decided to call or do the next terminal. And then as you see right there, I almost get wasted. So that's what I meant, where you have to time your peaks correctly. And don't want me here, it's taking too long to do this thing. I don't know, I had like a brain fart. Usually I get these done pretty quick, so I'm just going to speed this up so you're not pained by watching this. And then, of course, I got to give it a melee because it was just taking way too long. Call in a resupply so that I have more ammo. My ammo is kind of low. There's probably ammo laying around, but I didn't see it. And I have 2 out of my 4 syringes, so I just want to have full heals again so I don't die. I don't know where this guy came from, but he was also like damaged. So maybe he retreated from the other fight and came back. I'm not sure where my shot goes here, but I feel like that should have hit, but it didn't. I was very surprised. So the objective's done, and they have all these bots behind me, which there's no real reason for me to fight. So I'm just gonna run. And I spot the little hell bomb on top. If you see those, you can just shoot it, and it will cause a big explosion. So I kill everything on the back end and just continue to trek my way to the next objective. So I'm just gonna fast forward this. It's just me running, but not this, because I gotta hit the clip from YouTube Shorts and TikTok. You already know. That was nothing impressive though, for real. So now I'm at the objective, and this one is to reactivate power generators. It's another terminal. Fairly simple, but we want to clear this out, and I have a jammer on me. So I just decided to engage because I didn't expect the jammer to be on me. I wanted to throw an airstrike. I'm kind of just playing around with the sniper again, trying to no-scope. Don't mind me. Again, I have the Plasma Punisher as my primary because it just does work for the Striders for me, and it can stun lock the Devastators if need be. You could use a more viable weapon, I guess, but for me, I just think it's super reliable for the Striders. One hit and that's it. I don't have to worry about anything. They dropped a Hulk on me, and this is why I take the jetpack, so I just cover so much distance from, you know, these close range enemies that could one-shot you. Two-shot that Hulk, he's dead. And then now I'm playing around with these Berserkers. I feel like Berserkers are so tanky. Like, I feel like they take more damage than the Hulks. Look, I just shot him twice. The Hulk died in 2 hits. Why didn't this guy die in 2 hits? So strong. If anyone knows how to, like, you know, deal with the Berserkers quickly, you know, let me know in the comments. For real. So now I'm back at the objective. I'm gonna do this terminal, and it's gonna get boring. So I'm just gonna fast forward this as well. It's just gonna be me, you know, playing around the terminal for a couple. These terminal little mini games are cool and all, but sometimes it's just a time killer. So I'm not getting any patrols sent to me. You've seen no bot drops really because of the localized confusion. So it allows you just to freely, you know, do what you want. I see another group here. Tried no scoping, but I missed. And then caught this guy out the air. Pretty sick. Not sure where that rocket came from. Can't see. I'm gonna do a sub-objective here. This is the... Actually, I don't even do a sub-objective here. I just kill everyone in the area, I'm pretty sure. Just trying to show off the AMR. As you can see, like, when you're taking out enemies, they don't really know where you're at. Especially if you're a certain distance, and if you are using, you know, certain armor. Eventually, though, as you keep making noise, you know, keep shooting, they know where you're at for sure. So, secondary does work. Have plenty of ammo. And everything really just dies with one hit anyway. But I feel like the Redeemer is decent enough to be a primary for you if you're taking the not so loved Plasma Punisher. But you have to be fairly accurate and you know how to lob the Plasma Punisher to have it be effective for sure. Bot drop's coming in, but it's not on me. And I'm just doing some sniping to see, trying to test the AI as well, if they would see me or not. but they did. Jetpack allows me just to get in wherever I want fairly quickly. I'm just playing around. This guy really wanted me. He almost got me too. Those jetpack soldier thing, those jetpack bots, man. They really can get, you really get got with those things if they're on top of you for sure. So here I'm not really paying attention and I walk right smack into a mine. I couldn't, I didn't really notice it because my body was covering it, but I should have been more careful. But I do feel like the red isn't as red because of the daytime. I couldn't really tell. Again, another fast forward. It's just me trekking the ice on this planet. And I'm heading to this little area where we have our nice little automaton friends. I wanted to try to experiment on top of the building here. So I grabbed my supplies again to have full heals, etc. And then wanted to see if they would see me if I'm up here. How far can I take it? But they kind of noticed me already, I guess from the drop. And then he spotted me, started shooting at me. I'm just trying to showcase the power of the AMR. So just taking out these guys now in 2 hits each. Striders used to be, I think, 4, depending on where you shot them, but now it's just a consistent 2 majority of the time. Probably even a 1. I'm probably not even hitting them at the correct spot. Now that everyone's decommissioned, I'm just collecting whatever I can find. Looks like I missed a sample. Noticing that now. And then I spot some devastators that I want to take out because, again, just trying to see what I can do with this new AMR, this new buff. These guys somehow know or suspect I'm there, so I take one out and it takes the other. And looks like they hit like one of those ice plants and they're all frozen. And then they're back. It's about 1 to 2 hits. I'm not sure how I didn't die there because I have scout armor and I just got hit directly. I'm not sure why at all. I feel like I should have died. But alas, I didn't. I'm back for some heals and ammo. Remember I threw that down earlier. And then on my way to the objective. So just gonna fast forward again. Spot one of those new AT-ATs. Those factory striders, but I didn't feel like I was prepared to fight one, so I decided to move on. And then this is my first encounter with the new gunships, and I found out you could just shoot them down with the AMR. So pretty simple stuff if you have it. Called in another resupply. I'm not sure why, just because I think I was already full heals, but. And it's me just scanning, trying to figure out what is going on over there. What is that? I still have yet to go to the actual factory where they come from. So we'll do another fast forward here. Fought some enemies across, and that's where I'm headed for the objective. So I want to snipe them out. When I did that, I'm so far away that the majority of them, or all of them actually over there, don't know where I'm at. So I push up and finish the job. Now, all of them are taken out eventually. Okay. And what I didn't know is that the gunships still come for you if you're in the vicinity. They know exactly where you're at, I guess. So I'm having a battle for sure. Take cover and then just proceed to try to no-scope this thing, but I'm not sure if I was hitting. I mean, I see some hits there, but probably wasn't enough, so I got frustrated and decided to scope in. But I guess each engine has its own health, and then once you destroy it, it falls over. Now the new blizzard hit, and it's the first time I was in a blizzard as well. And the new blizzard can be used for your advantage, especially against the automatons. I'm not sure about the bugs, but you shoot and they don't know what's going on. They can't see. Typically, if you kill them in one hit, they don't know where you are. The Strider here, I shoot and he knows where I'm at because he survived. And then that's how, you know, this Devastator knows where I'm at. But you see this Strider right here? I'm shooting all these guys. He had no idea, and typically he would know. The blizzard wasn't there, so. So I'm just gonna fast forward again because the majority of this is just me running around trying to find enemies. I wanted to get another clip, so just trying to search for enemies, and I hear some on the back end. I decided to see how well the stealth works. So I'm walking up behind this guy and do a melee, kill him in one hit, but the other guy sees me, so I shoot. If you melee an enemy and you aim towards its head, it's one shot. You know, and to the arms or legs, it's gonna be, I think, 2 or 3 hits depending. And that's about it. I just have a couple more enemies to destroy, and then the mission will be complete. I do die a couple times here. I get staggered and unlucky, but I'm gonna let this video play out. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, thanks for subscribing, and I look forward to interacting with y'all more.
Helldiver lost and sending replacement. Request approved. Deploying reinforcements. Helldiver KIA. Deploying replacement. Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Point me to the